subpoenas to 7 members of Governor Palin's administration. It is the latest move in a saga involving the governor, her chief of public safety, and a nasty divorce. Correspondent Molly Henneberg sorts it out.
Life may be racing forward for GOP vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin, but left behind and still swirling in the last frontier state, an investigation some have dubbed Troopergate. The crux of the state legislature's investigation centers on Walt Monaghan, the public safety commissioner who Governor Palin fired in July. Why was he fired? Palin has said he didn't move fast enough to fill staff vacancies and didn't take reports of alcohol abuse among troopers seriously enough. But Monaghan has suggested that there may be more to it. Monaghan says he felt pressure from the Palin administration to fire Mike Wooten, a current state trooper and Palin's ex-brother-in-law, embroiled in a bitter custody battle with Palin's sister. Palin's side has accused Wooten of tasering his 10-year-old stepson, drinking alcohol on the job, and threatening the life of Palin's father. Wooten says he did taser the boy, calls it, quote, a poor choice. But to the other allegation says, quote, I've never had alcohol near my patrol car, and, quote, I have not threatened any member of that family, nor will I threaten any member of that family. Wooten's union representative John Sear says he's convinced that Palin overstepped her authority and tried to get Wooten fired. But she and her husband have denied that, according to Alaska newspaper columnist Michael Carey.
Palin say one thing quite specifically, they didn't try to pressure anybody.
Yet Monaghan, the fired commissioner, says he received emails from Palin's personal Yahoo account, shown to the Washington Post, talking about her ex-brother-in-law. In one from February 2007, it reportedly says, quote, this trooper is still out on the street. In fact, he's been promoted. And in an email from July 2007, it says, quote, my ex-brother-in-law, the trooper who threatened to kill my dad, yet was not even reprimanded by his bosses, and still to this day carried a gun. Overseeing the investigation is State Democratic Senator Hollis French, although the actual investigative work is being done by a former prosecutor. Still, French was quoted by ABCnews.com last week as saying that the final report, due on October 10th, 3 weeks earlier than expected, would be a, quote, October surprise, and was likely, quote, going to be damaging to the governor's administration. He went on to say Palin has, quote, a credibility problem, and that if the McCain campaign had vetted her more thoroughly, quote, they never would have picked her. Such charged comments, which French later admitted he never should have said, plus this photo from July showing French and 2 other investigators at the Barack Obama headquarters in Anchorage, have led the McCain-Palin campaign to call Troopergate a politically compromised and tainted investigation. Palin's attorney is asking the courts to decide if the state legislature even has jurisdiction in such a probe over the executive branch. Members of the State House and Senate Judiciary Committees are expected to issue subpoenas tomorrow in this case. And today, Governor Palin's administration said if that happens, it would take legal action to block the subpoenas. Britt Palin herself is not expected to be subpoenaed.
Thank you, Molly. This is an emotional day for Governor Palin. She is back in Alaska to say goodbye to her